What is going on, guys? This is your boy Az. We are back here with another Blade Tower preparation video for you guys. As you guys know, the last set of floors will be this Friday. So, of course, as well, we want to make sure that we are better prepared. Sorry, I'm having a little brain fart here. We're ready to go, I guess. Prepared. Well, yeah. We'll leave it at that. But anyways, yeah. So hopefully, we can take a look at some of the teams here. They're already, they've been in the game for a while now. But of course, as well, the planning and all the preparation part. Haven't had a time to get to it, but of course, as well, today we are able to kind of get through that and address it. So, anyways, 19 to 24. Let's see what we're looking at here. So the first cell is very, very interesting because we are up against Surfer Breaker for the very first time. And it's also up against a room that has a lot of high-speed characters, right? We've got Kang here, who's able to, apply the slow with the special at the on-spawn turn. And then, of course, as well, we also have Orcus being a pain in the arse. And they also have on-spawn speeds as well, thanks to Nimrod's passive. And Executioner speed is also 130. And if you guys look all across here, it's like 5 diamonds all across the board. Very, very high resistance, high health, high everything, right? So I will have to see if we can even do this one without Xavier, right? Or Blue Marvel, but we will do what we can here and we'll plan accordingly. But I think, yeah, like I said, I should have pushed on that earlier. But yeah, those are kind of probably the 3 fastest characters that are going to take their turns. And I use MSF War and MSF Base quite frequently to kind of make sure my homework's right. And of course, as well, no different here. I think we're going to stick with our usual opening team here and some of the other nodes that you guys have seen me open up with. And that's our Spider-Man and Hulk combo. We're going to have Emma Frost here early on here to cancel out that speed. We need to cancel out that speed. Otherwise, they're going to take like 50 turns before we even take one, right? It's just crazy. And then Sentry here is beside Hulk, just for good measures here. And unfortunately, yeah, we've got our work cut out for us. Our Hulk is only 1 diamond, so I got to get some diamonds on him. But Spider-Man and Emma are at least 4. And then our Sentry, yeah, we need to get some diamonds for him, right? They need to give us the diamonds for him, I should say. All right, so here we are. Apologies, a little cut off here, but as you guys can see here, the left side, we use Emma Frost. The left side, we don't use Emma Frost. And then on the right side, we do use Emma Frost. So they're basically able to have 2 or 3 more characters on our turns. So Emma X is definitely for sure going to be guaranteed, I think, a lock here. And unless I change my teams, yeah, I'm hoping that having Sentry here is going to help trigger things, blow up the negatives. And then, of course, as well, get on that side, and then he starts doing his thing here. But yeah, I think this is going to be very, 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 very challenging floor, at least for the first set, to get things going. So just so you guys are aware, these 5 diamond characters, I mean, we're really going to be pushing the roster here. We're really going to be doing a roster check for sure. So I mean, before you guys invest in any resources, please don't invest and go too hard until you know that there's a confirmed team that works, and hopefully the character levels and stuff are within reason as well. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to be wasting resources on a team that may potentially fail if the characters aren't built up to a certain point. So that's the only thing I want to talk about that. Okay, now on to 20. Yeah, so we're up against another one now with a Phoenix Force full 3 plus 3 Ghost Riders. Very, very interesting. So I guess if you kill one character, then you get like this onslaught of attacks as well. And then you've also got Robbie and Cosmic Ghost Rider here. So yeah, very, very interesting, whoever came up with this comp. But yeah, for sure, we got to be careful of the Phoenix Force 3. Even though they're not in Cosmic Crucible, just because they're reworked 3.0 characters makes them very, very, very dangerous, right? As you can see here, they are, very, very powerful characters with all their own unique abilities. Phoenix can, she can do the dark, the Phoenix, right? The Dark Phoenix. And then Magneto can do the Mass Blind. Omega Red does his crazy amounts of, the ability block and his ultimate. So yeah, lots of crazy stuff going in here. I'm thinking we need speed, and we also need to be able to disable these guys early on here. So I'm thinking Omen plus Emma Frost. So another Emma Frost usage. We're going to have to use her early on here to give our speed a little bit of a boost. And thank goodness they're not in Crucible. Just just because they'd be even crazier, right? We have Ebony Maw here for the rewind, and we also have Minerva here as a cushion, and we have our own Surfer Breaker, and his speed is unmatched, right? We use him lots in Cosmic Crucible to even take down these teams, right? So again, we're going to run it through the MSF base, and Surfer Breaker should theoretically get his turn in first, do the ability block. I'm hoping it's going to be a cluster, and hopefully I'm trying to figure out who maybe the fifth member is yet. I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe someone that can do a stun or a block as well. But yeah, we're not going to be able to get too much in here. We should get a little bit of the rewind from Ebony Maw here to help a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be, the ability block's going to be absolutely massive. We're going to need to cancel out Magneto or perhaps, yeah, it's going to have to be a big cluster. I hope they're all clumped together so we can take advantage of that. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this one plays out here. Let me know what you guys think. Moving on, Cell 21 is another difficult one. We're up against an Astro Hellfire team, and also very powerful here because look at all these diamonds, just crazy amounts of stats, right? And then we also have the double Emma Frost running speed negate and also speed, slow, right? She's slowing us down and they're also negating our speed. So very, very powerful. And you got the Shadow King on the background, right? Just very, very crazy. We will have to see how this one unfolds here. And of course, as well, like I said, I don't want to use Blue Marvel or Xavier, but man, these rooms are looking pretty disgusting. We're going to try to use Apocalypse here to negate the speed, and then we're going to take advantage of the fact that we have our absolute A-Force, and hopefully Miss Marvel can live long enough so that she gives the speed up to Kahori and to Moon Girl as well. And on top of that, Kahori should get the turn in first before anybody else. So again, we should be able to hit double tap and maybe hopefully get through that Sebastian Shaw. I don't know if we can rip his taunt off, so that's gonna suck. But it is what it is. We're gonna get some hits there. Zazu is gonna do his thing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this room, honestly. I threw Thunderstrike in there just for like a speed example, but yeah, we'll see. I'm not 100% sure here. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if I want to use Moon Girl or Thunderstrike or whoever else, but I threw him in there because he's a faster-ish character, and maybe we'll have to see here. But what I will say is if Miss Marvel is in here and she is beside Apocalypse, he should be able to trigger Apocalypse, I think, with a couple of hits, and then that will hopefully maybe get some of the taunts off, and then maybe we can punch somebody in the face. We can Falcon Punch and take a character off the gates here. So that's 21 in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, very sketchy. 22, another blockbuster. Wow. Jeff, Squirrel Girl with some Young Avengers, and of course as well we have the Tangled Web in here. So very, very dangerous characters. What's important here is Jeff is fast. Squirrel Girl is going to heal, not just herself, but some of the other Young Avengers that she has the synergy with. And we have the Tangled Web to also worry about, which, I mean, like, wow, 5 diamonds is going to be, it's going to be tough, right? But obviously, we'll figure it out, right? We'll figure it out here when it goes live. I'm thinking we use a very fast team. We're going to bring our own Jeff here. This is actually a similar comp I used when Jeff was in the initial stages. I think he was in Cell 5 before. And we actually used this combo before where Storm would ult so that she slows, and then Quasar on our own Jeff would take their turns as well. And based on the speed meters here, I think we can do enough damage to Jeff. Morph is going to allow us to hopefully maybe get some extra chip damage. Storm does her thing, maybe get a crit. Quasar is going to open up with that massive defense down, and then boom, Jeff is going to pop and just blow everything up. So that's the game plan right now. Yeah, like I said, Xavier and Blue Marvel hopefully doesn't need to step in, but we'll have to see. 23 is another crazy one. Yeah, I think if you're going to use Xavier or a Blue Marvel, it will probably be a good idea to use it on one of the last 2 nodes. We've got this Mephisto here, which basically screams for symbiotes or Fantastic Four. So I went with my Fantastic Four here just because the last cell looks even crazier than this one. But yeah, we're gonna hopefully try the stun combo again with Rachel. We'll see if we can spread it from Mr. Fantastic. Try to get things going for us early on. I'm thinking I will most likely need to stun off somebody that's not fast, so that we can still spread it to Rachel. I didn't slap Rachel in here yet, but yeah, she would basically go, I think, right after Surfer, right? It's either before or after Mephisto, but yeah, it wasn't big enough for the screenshot anyway, so it worked out. But yeah, we'll have to see how this one goes here. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, if we had Emma Frost here to kind of rebalance some of the speed, it would be nice, but we don't have her available, which sucks. And then 24 finally, yeah, like I said, crazy Blue Marvel, 5 diamonds, crazy stats, Daring Warriors. Lots of 3.0 characters here. So again, some very dangerous ones as well as the pings from Shadow King. New mutants, preventing negatives, and yeah, this one's gonna be a blockbuster. Using Fantastic Four would not be a good idea as well because Wolfsbane's here, and she's gonna give the speed to the entire freaking New Mutants team. So this is the reason why I didn't want to use Fantastic Four in this last section. But yeah, we'll see here. By sticking in Oath, we should give our symbiotes enough speed to go first, and I think if they get enough damage in before they can take a turn, it's game over, right? If we can take out Blue Marvel before he takes a turn, then that's the game plan, right? We can take a massive amounts of damage, get some chip damage in, get some hits in, maybe kill off Eclipse before she heals, and hopefully that's the game plan. Let me know what you guys think. So that's it. Yeah, it looks crazy, but obviously, for those of you that are seeking for a maximum rewards, maximum shards on Blade, and of course as well for the the upcoming T raids, he's going to be required for that and for the Breaker event as well, right? So important stuff. Can't really dodge them. Let me know what you guys think though. If there's any teams that you feel like are completely out of the left field and I should re-pivot. But otherwise than that, I will probably most likely be tinkering around here, trying to figure out some other stuff here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.